Two-tower chimps. It's one of the most interesting strategies and things to do in the game because it's a really hard challenge. I mean, when the game first launched, there was like a few, if any, two-tower chimps that were even remotely possible, and it was like very, very micro-intensive and everything. Now that Ninja Kiwi has like lightened up the load on us a little bit, they've made two-tower chimps a little bit easier, and I've decided, let's give it a shot with some heroes. So I'm going to be starting a series here where I try to do a two-tower chimps with every single hero in the game and see how far we can get, what towers we can use as weird combinations together, and see if it's possible. That being said, just because I can't do it doesn't mean that it's not possible, but it usually does give us a good example of what is going to be trickiest to use. So if you guys have any advice for me, feel free to give it along the way. But we're going to be doing a Quincy start today, and then we're going to decide what is our second tower here. So one other thing I want to mention is for this series as a whole, I will be using every individual hero, but I'm also going to be giving myself the money necessary to build that hero as a starting tower. I know that seems a little bit funky, and it's like taking away from the two-tower chimp's actualness, but if we don't do that, we are subtracting so many towers in the game that it's almost impossible to actually do it. You can really limit yourself to anything that is less than $650 to start, and not only that, less than $650, and it has to actually beat around 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, maybe 10, 11. And it's like, it's just freaking insane. So anyways, now we have the availability to get pretty much any tower in the game that we want to here. So what is the best tower? Good question. Let's see how far Quincy can go by himself. All right, here's round 15 already. I'm definitely going to use our first ability here. Looks like it's going to still be no problem. We're able to save up over 2,000. Oh, wait. No problem. Maybe? All right, I swapped him to strong here and see the difference. Oh, he's freaking missing, bro, but it doesn't matter. He's good. Can take down 2 balloons, and there we go. We finally managed round 15. This is pretty cool. As long as we can take down round 17 with our ability here, we can buy any tower in the entire game. So I think we should do that. The question is, do we want to go for the Super Monkey? We can officially buy it. We've got Super Monkey available. We've got a possible Dartling Gun play. We've got a possible Apache Prime play, or maybe Comanche Commander. We've got Sky Shredder available, and even crazier, maybe a Flying Fortress. But we have to think about not only what can beat the next few rounds, but what's going to get rid of any Quincy weakness. So possibly the weirdest part about Quincy is that he doesn't get true lead popping power until he gets to level like 7 or 8, but he doesn't get up around 28. So we either need something that is going to have lead popping power, or we need to spend the money on Quincy to level him up. So I'm thinking here, I think I'm going to try doing something a little wild. I think I'm going to try going for a Super Monkey. So positioning-wise, I'd like to put him closer to the front, but still be able to reach things in the very bottom here. So we're going to go for a quick Super Monkey on round 18 here, and then we have to make sure we force ourselves to go for whatever money it takes to get Quincy up to lead popping power, because we cannot get it with the Super Monkey at all. But so far, pretty reasonable strategy. Okay, so you can see it in action here. We need $4,400 to upgrade Quincy here to level 8 in time. And I'm not sure if we're going to get the money necessary, because we get a little bit of money, we get a little bit more experience here, and we cannot afford it. So this is an invalid strategy, unfortunately. Darn. I wanted it to work, man. I wanted it so bad. Now, we could maybe make Quincy survive until round 28 by himself by leveling him up, and then getting a Super Monkey. That would be pretty wild. So it turns out every round is pretty much a battle here. Leaving him on strong seems to be the best option just because it slows down the biggest balloons, allowing you just more time to overall pop them. Luckily, he also has cam detection here, and we were able to get the 2 arrows in time here to make things actually happen, but I spent a significant amount of money here. I don't know if it's going to line up perfectly to be exactly what I want, but I don't want to waste too much money on upgrading Quincy. I want to get my Super Monkey up and actually start upgrading him as effectively as I possibly can here. So we're gonna move this guy back to first here on any regen balloons. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. Not really entirely sure here. Really don't want to have to use my ability unless I have to. And it's just getting one of those like weird situations where you're like, yeah, you just have to micro every single round to make this work. Very weird. It's a very tough round here, round 26. I got to leave him on strong for as long as I possibly can, and then swap him back to first possibly here at the last second. Back to first. Make sure we don't leak any more lives. Pinks are... Ooh, yellow sneaking through. That's not good! See, every single freaking round, man. You can lose it. Darn! And it looks so good, too. All right, no yellows left this time. That's good. We got some blues trying to sneak through, though, but we snipe it! And we get through round 26. We got our ability just about ready for 27. Not right away, and unfortunately, we could buy level 7 at this point, but we'd be spending a lot of money here, and it might delay the Super Monkey for too long. So we're going to try without here and just see what happens. Let's leave him on first to start. You know, let's leave him on strong. Strong might be better. We're going to have to use our ability at some point, probably right when we get to the yellows. Slow down the balloons as long as we possibly can, and back to first. Let's see, around 27. It's tough. Yellow balloon still existing, barely. We take it down. Looks good. Blue balloon gets destroyed, and we are going to make it to round 28 with an active. Got to spend $1,000, though. Quincy here to pop these lead balloons. Yeah. All right. Keep in mind that it is every third shot here, which is kind of annoying. It's not automatically going to be easy. I'm just going to hope that it lucks out here and pops them properly. And then Super Monkey is only about a round away. We'll actually make the money here probably on round 29. So, and we got ability. I think we're going to start this. So, as far as Super Monkey goes, I'm going to try to put him probably over here. I think I want to use, yeah, I think I got to put him here. We're just going to throw him down. Hopefully this is a reasonable enough location. I could put him, like, up here to try to get some more attack from the front. You know what? Let's put him right here. I like this spot the best. I can chase the most effectively. Perfect. All right. We're going to do it like that. Basically, one thing you want to keep in mind is if you're going to go for a middle path Super Monkey here, you want to do as much area of effect as you can with the middle path ability, right? So I want to make sure I'm killing things kind of as soon as they're coming in here, but not too soon. And I also want to make sure that I can clean up any balloons trying to sneak to the very, very back of our defense. So now that we have a Super Monkey here, we have to think about a couple things here. First of all, we have the Camo Purple Poppin' Power, so we don't have to worry about getting Plasma Blast at the wrong time or something like that. But I think I'm going to have to go all the way up for an anti-bloon. Now, there's obviously a couple options here. We can go Dark Champ, which might be possible. Very good against Moabs and everything. It has the camo detection. Ooh, we might have to go, if we do this, we might have to go for an anti-bloon with Ultra Vision to get the camo detection. Maybe Dark Knight's going to be a better combo here. I'll have to think about it for a little bit. I don't know the answer just yet, but I am very glad that we were able to get a Quincy Super Monkey start here on round 34 so far, and it's actually working so far. Quick interruption. Just want to give you guys a shout out and say thank you so much for watching my content. If you've noticed, I have not been posting as much as I usually do because I've been focusing on my other channel. Yes, I do have a Super John Bombo Let's Play channel that you can feel free to check out if you're interested. Kingdom Rush 5 Alliance is coming out tomorrow morning, so if you want to check out my channel and watch some of those videos, I've got a conglomerate of videos going up every 4 hours for the next, like, 2 to 3 days. Feel free to check it out if you're interested. If not, that's cool. Just keep watching the balloon stuff. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the Two Tower Chips show. Alright, round 37 is our next big issue here, and I have to make a decision. Do we go for the bottom path, or do we go for the middle path? Now, here's the issue. If we're going to go for the middle path, we're only going to have a Dark Knight for most of the game. It's a $60,000 tower, and I'm not sure that he can keep up, where I do think the Robo-Monkey and Tech Terror can keep up. So we're going to go for the Tech Terror combo, and that means we're going to have to go for a Knockback Ultra Vision combo here. It'll also be extra specially helpful against the round 40 Moab, which I'm not super worried about in first place, but either which way, he's alive. Let's see how he does. Alright, so we got to prep for the Moab here. I've got Quincy on strong because of the lead balloons. You know, it's the only lead pop power for now. We are definitely struggling a little bit here. We're going to go for the super range and the epic range on our Super Monkey. We're going to see that range actually come into fruition. So, again, once we get a Tech Terror, this is what is going to get deleted, and that is a lot of room to play around with. Could get tricky, but as of right now, not bad. And then Moab Pop Power, definitely solid here. Balloon Pop Power 2 with the knockback combo. Delish, bro. Alright, so, I don't want to say it's big money, but Robo-Monkey, I think it'll change the game in our favor a lot. $8,000, totally worth. Probably struggle against round 43 and round 47 if we don't get him up in time. But let's wait and see. Okay, definitely curious about round 43 here. With no abilities. Super easy, actually. I'm actually impressed. This is a weird Super Monkey, but with the epic range, don't forget you get that extra pierce, so it can help you out quite a bit. Either way, Robo-Monkey is one step away, and we will have to think about how we want to target with him as well, because he does have the ability to target both first, last, close, or strong, but you cannot do two firsts. You cannot do two strongs, you cannot do two whatevers, so it seems weird, but a close at the moment is probably best, but to be honest, This is going to be really, really, really rough here. I feel like I almost should have put my Super Monkey a little bit down so I could have had him on close and first at the same time to chase the balloons as they're leaking through. But at the moment, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to wait and see how long we can survive. The next big round for us is probably going to be round 63. But Quincy should have level 10 ability, so we should be alright. So far, so good. Round 60 here, still taking things down, but we're coming up on some tough rounds. Luckily for us, we have a Tech Terror available, and also 2 Quincy abilities. So at this point, Quincy should not get any more money invested, but we could invest it after we get the anti-bloon. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap! 62! Purple balloons are actually kind of an issue here. I was expecting Quincy to, like, dominate the purples, but he is going to handle them, but not dominate them, but we do not have our 1 ability here yet. Hopefully that's not an issue. Okay, 63. Hopefully Tech Terror is just really, really strong, able to kind of kill it all by himself. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Crit shots across the board. Lots of damage, lots of slowdown. It's a slow rush, but it works wonders. Alright, so we can just go like this. And we can go like this. And we take him down. Alright. So far, very strong 2-tower chimp strategy. But it's not about what happens on round 64. It's about what happens on round 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Those are the toughest rounds of the game, of course. So they're going to be the trickiest. Okay, we're coming up around 76 here, which often gives me issues. This time around, let's use Quincy's ability. Let's use Quincy's other ability. And yeah, it's alright. Not a big deal for us, not today. Okay, we got a lot of money here, but we're still less than halfway, almost halfway, to our anti-bloon money, though. Halfway there. That's pretty brutal. Now, don't forget, this is a $75,000 upgrade, but that doesn't excuse the fact that we spent $25,000 or $27,000 on the previous upgrade, and then another $8,000 on Robo-Monkey and other upgrades. So, like, this is all the money we're basically going to get. I don't know which round we're going to get getting anti-bloon, but it's going to be really late in the game here. So we're going to have to rely on legit a Tech Terror for most of the problem areas of this game here. Cool news is, once we get anti-bloon, it's a lock. We can't lose. Like, unless you're an idiot, you can't lose. Or if you just forget to use your ability, like an idiot, I guess. So right now is the tough part. Right now is the very, 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 very tough part. We got Quincy at first again, by the way, to help pop the purples. Quincy's only going to get stronger, but he does max out at level 20. And even if he maxes out at level 20, he's not that powerful without the buffs. Without the Alchemist, without that Overclock, without that Village, he is going to be a lot weaker than usual. So Quincy, even though he's a great starting hero, he is not what we're ending up being good with. Oh, crap. It's actually a bit of a problem here. Again, you can see every single round can be a problem round. We got a lot of abilities to use, though. Don't feel bad about it. Use them up. No problem. For another Quincy ability here. Looks all right. We've got all 3 of them used up. And we got a tough round coming up, round 80, obviously. But that's not a round that I'm normally thinking is going to be tricky for me, because anti-bloon is pretty strong against big balloons with the crit shots and everything. Quincy can still clean up the balloons reasonably easily. And guess what? We got the abilities back anyways. So we should be aight here. Yeah, all 3 abilities. Good. 46K, by the way. That's $30,000 away. That actually feels okay, because we got a couple good money rounds coming in there. The early 80s give you mad money. All right, so let's just watch this unfold. So, oh my god. Let's see how good we're going to do here. Yeah, looks alright. Takes a long time, though. We could just use the ability, but I kind of want to see without how good are we going to do. Alright, looks alright still. A lot of crit shots happening. Reasonable. That's all I can really say. Without any abilities, pretty reasonable. But again, these are big money rounds we got coming up in here, so hoping we can get a 20K in here and save that last 10K eventually. At this point, it's pretty much an every round kind of situation. We're going to be using an ability. I want to focus on using the Tech Terror ability on the hardest part of the round, and ideally, we actually leave a couple balloons left over. Okay? So we can slowly take them down and use the Tech Terror ability again. That's in an ideal world, ideal situation. It's not going to work every time, but this is a perfect example of how we're going to do it. We're going to go like this. We're going to use the ability. We're going to leave a couple balloons on the screen here, which we can eventually pop with our regular attacks here. We're going to get that ability back so we can use it whenever we need to. At this point, if you screw up 82 rounds. You don't screw up just one round, restart it. You screw up 82 rounds. So I'd much rather let the balloon sneak through the back of my defense here by you know, not using my ability, I guess too early, by using it too early, then using it too late and just killing everything on the screen. Much, much worse off. Trust me on that. But we're coming up on 60K here. That's $15,000 away. Yes! I'm looking forward to this. And don't forget, we can also use Quincy's abilities kind of whenever we want. These are reasonable abilities to use. They're not as important as the Tech Terror. This is the ability that's going to change the game to either win or lose. This is the ability that's just kind of use it when you want, support yourself a little bit, but don't use it if you don't need to. All right, here we go. We're going to go for another ability here. Again, try to do it a little on the early side. Let a couple more BFBs just kind of stay on the screen. Boop, just like that. Should get the ability back before we get around 85 here. And we got some Zoma Gods coming out anyways. Looks like anti-bloon money could be in our near future, my friends. Hopefully before round 90 itself. DDTs are definitely a pain in the butt. All right, so I went for a sort of weird strat. Went for a Tech Terror ability early on against the Zoma Gods. Again, not the most effective strategy ever, but I'm going to get it back for around 86 anyways. That's what I want. That's what I need. Also to use a Quincy ability here as well, kind of early on, so we can let it start revolving back here. Beautiful. All right, we got some reinforced balloons coming out now, which are very painful for Quincy to deal with. He struggles against them. So we're going to go for, again, an early-ish Tech Terror. Possibly too early. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. These are still balloons that take a while to take down. And I think it's going to be 1 or 2 more rounds before we get that big, bad boy anti-bloon. Woo! The nice thing is that Quincy costs like 650 bucks. You know, we spent, what, 2 grand on him for leveling up. So it really was not about... Oh, here we go. I think I'm going to get enough money for him right now, but I don't want to risk it too much. So let's do this. Let's use a Quincy ability first. Let's go for a Tech Terror to pop like one of the Zoma Gods, maybe. Something like that. Maybe something like that. Oh, crap, we popped the ball. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. But we get the money anyways. Anti-bloon. So if I screwed that up and I didn't have the money, what would have happened? Would we have survived? Great question. I am curious. I'm very curious, and it looks like we would have been fine. Quincy's totally fine here. Oh, yeah. Freaking rock solid Tech Terror ability again. Oh, easily. And then we get the anti-bloon money, and we are ready to go for anti-bloon. So 2 Tower Chimps, Quincy anti-bloon. Definitely a reasonable strategy. Not super ridiculously hard to pull off once you beat round 28 and 30. And now you coast. Let the anti-bloon do all the work. He is obviously way more powerful, and I don't even think I need to use an ability here, but let's just wait it out and see. DDTs, by the way. Oh, meltage. Love to see it. To be honest, I don't know when I did this, but I somehow switched this guy to strong and first instead of last and first, so that's the thing. It's definitely a thing there. And I don't regret it, but check this out. Oh, crap. Okay, good. Anti-bloon pops purples now. Oh, almost had a heart attack. I was like, no, wait, Quincy, please. Keep us in the game, good sir. Please. DDTs, though. We had no problem against the previous load. This load is a little bit bigger, though. Much thicker. Oh, God. It's dripping through our defense, but we are able to manage it. Wonderful. Thank you, anti-bloon, for taking that thick load down for us. All right. Let's keep on pushing here. We got 5 more rounds left, and the only round that I can definitely see being an issue is possibly the bad. Maybe round 99, but even round 98 should be a breeze here. I'm just going to go for a quick ability to take it down. Honestly, we're going to get this ability back every single round if we need it. I'm just going to use it again. Why not? Just take these things down. I think we can kill these things in one hit, can we? Yes, we can. And Quincy gets to level 20 for round 98. Beautiful. Let's use that ability just to start melting things. I'm gonna use my ability here again, just to clean these guys up a little bit. But I am gonna be a little safer, a smidge safer. Try to get it back here for round 99 and 100. Don't want to screw this up too bad here. Anti-bloon against DDTs. Definitely a smidge on the painful side, but no ability required for that. And we get round 100 here. Maximize that damage. 112, 13 to 23. Oh my god, it does 10k damage to the bad. All right, we're going to use that Quincy ability. And this thing's going to get melted. We get another thing. Can we just take it down all the way? Boom! Oh, yes! And we do it. 2 Tower Chimps with the Quincy anti-bloon combo. You can really see who did all the work here. Anti-bloon, 1,874,000 pops. Wow. Very impressive. Quincy, though, 170k. I mean, honestly, not very good, all things considered. Because he's been around the entire game. He popped all the balloons on the first, like, 30 rounds. And still only 172k. It's those buffs that make the big difference here. Any which way, we could probably coast for a little while longer, but it's not worth it to actually keep playing in a 2-tower chip strategy. But this would be a strategy that probably would last longer than most other 2-tower chips. We have one of the most powerful towers in the game, combined with a reasonably okay tower here that has 2 different abilities we could use. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, press the like button, subscribe, have a super duper delicious day.